You know, nothing tastes as good as actually feeling good. And I love feeling good after eating healthy vegan meals. But I don't like to spend hours in the kitchen. So here are 3 healthy vegan dinners that take 15 minutes or less. And all 3 of these meals are from our summer meal guide, which is linked below. Let's start by making yamadillas. You'll start by taking 2 medium sweet potatoes and putting them in the microwave for about 10 minutes. While the sweet potatoes are cooking, you'll add a handful of chopped spinach or kale to a bowl, and then a can of black beans that's rinsed and drained, along with a can of diced green chilies. I'm actually gonna change bowls. This is getting too tight in here. Then you'll add 2 teaspoons of taco seasoning, a teaspoon of chili powder. Because my kids are gonna eat this, I'm not gonna add the full teaspoon. I'll just add about a half, just to keep this not as spicy. And then half a cup of chopped cilantro. If you hate cilantro, you can omit this. The juice of a lime, and you'll mix all of these together and then add your sweet potatoes. Now for your sweet potatoes, you'll just open them up and we'll scoop out because they're gonna be pretty hot. So we'll just use a spoon to scoop out the centers. Try not to burn yourself. Now you can simplify any of this process. So you could have cooked sweet potatoes earlier, so it makes it even faster. You can choose what to add to it. If you don't like all of the ingredients, you can just throw in taco seasoning, black beans, and go from there. Just make this easy and simple. And then the sweet potatoes kind of naturally wilt the spinach or the kale, whatever it is you chose. And we'll turn this into a mixture that we'll put inside of a tortilla. It's that simple. Let's put it in our tortillas and cook them up. You can use any tortilla for this. I like the ones where you cook them on your own, the tortilla land. But because of that, you'll only cook one side and then put the mixture on that side. I just want to make sure at least one side is done. This does make it take a little bit longer, so this is optional. You can use any type of tortilla. Perfect. So that one side is cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the mixture on this cooked side, just on half of it. We'll fold it in half. And then this side's still raw, and so we'll cook each side until that side's done. We'll turn down the heat a little bit so it doesn't burn. Now again, this works with any type of tortilla. I just like the taste of these. You can use whole wheat, and then you'll flip it over and do the other side. And there we go. Done. Super filling and delicious. All right, let's try it. This is really good. Especially if you like sweet potatoes. So much better for you than the typical quesadilla. And almost just as fast. The lime, taco seasoning, it's really good. Next, let's make some Baby Bella veggie fajitas. We'll start by slicing up a red onion and 2 bell peppers. So we'll turn on the heat and we'll water saute all these veggies. I love getting veggie fajitas at any restaurant, but I hate that they usually are covered in oil. And so you can actually ask at the restaurant if they'll omit the oil and just steam them instead. Or you can make them from home in 15 minutes or less. Let those cook for a little bit and we'll add in some of the spices. To the veggies, you will add a teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And this is totally optional, but you can add anywhere between a teaspoon to about 1/4 of a teaspoon of liquid smoke. I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle it in. That's what makes it taste like you grilled everything over an open flame grill. It smells like it too. It smells so good. We'll mix all that in and then we'll add the star ingredient, which is our Baby Bella mushrooms. I'm gonna rinse these off first and we'll cook all of these up. The mushrooms produce water when they're cooked, so they're gonna create a little bit more water here, but if you need to add more to water saute, feel free to. I also add a little bit of salt to taste here, just a little bit. Hey, real quick, if you can just click on the link below, I have a free 1-week meal guide for you that I know you will love. So make sure to grab your own copy. While the veggie fajitas are cooking, you'll also open up a can of refried beans and then microwave them. We'll put these in the microwave for just a couple minutes. While the beans are cooking, I'm gonna turn off the heat on the fajitas and then add the juice of a lime. Now that everything is done, let's put it together. I also love this meal because it's super kid-friendly. If they don't like the veggies, they can at least do the beans. You can add avocados, salsa, cilantro, whatever they'll eat. You can do corn tortillas or flour tortillas, and then just put on your veggies, your beans, and then I like to add in some avocado, salsa, whatever it is that you like. Some cilantro. You can choose choose your favorite type of salsa. Just a super easy, fast, delicious meal. Okay, so I'm here with my daughter. She just made a bean tortilla with avocado. I use the veggie fajitas, and it's a great meal. What do you think?
It's delicious.
It's delicious. Super simple. Do you want some?
It tastes okay.
Not everyone in my family loves bell peppers like I do. It's good, huh? All right, let's move on from all that Mexican food and make a simple bruschetta pizza. We'll preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Then we'll add some whole wheat flatbread to a pan and place in the oven for about 5 minutes just to crisp it up a little bit. While the flatbread's in the oven, we'll chop up some cucumbers and tomatoes, just nice and little. And then we'll add these to a bowl. Then to the bowl, you'll add a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 2 cloves of minced garlic, and then a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. We'll mix that up. And then we will take the flatbread out of the oven. So we'll make the adult bruschetta pizza, and then I'll show you what I do for my kids. You'll just take any type of marinara sauce. This is just a tomato and basil marinara sauce, and we'll add it. If you want to buy actual pizza sauce, that works too. So you'll have that as your foundation. And again, these are a little bit crispier because they're in the oven for just a little bit so that it won't take too long to cook and that it doesn't get soggy after adding this sauce. Now I'll add the tomato cucumber mixture. Then we'll add some basil leaves, which really bring out the flavor. I just grow my own basil, but it is springtime and I don't have any basil on hand right now. Now here is the secret ingredient. You will definitely need to buy some balsamic glaze if you don't have some yet. This is what makes this so yummy, is you drizzle on top some balsamic glaze. This is what makes all the difference. It's so yummy. Now I'm gonna just keep that one as is. I wanna show you an option for what you can do if you want added protein. Instead of doing like a feta cheese, you can almost pretend like tofu is your feta cheese. I'm just gonna take a small chunk of tofu and just kind of crumble it over on top like I would with feta cheese. You don't taste it, especially after that balsamic glaze comes on top. There's so much flavor going on that it looks like feta cheese. No one will really even question it. Honestly, it's kind of like mozzarella cheese. I don't feel like mozzarella has a lot of flavor anyway. Perfect. And then let's add the glaze on the other one. Add a little bit more. That's what makes it yummy. Oh, look at that. Now let's put these in the oven for about 5 minutes. Okay, now let's make the kids' pizzas. So again, it's that flatbread. We'll put marinara sauce on top, and they don't really love the whole cucumber tomato topping. So we'll just do typical pizza toppings, veggie pizza toppings. And they can get involved in this as well and choose the toppings. So for them, I'll add some olives and some mushrooms. My kids actually really like mushrooms, which I'm very grateful for. On one of them, I'll add some basil. We'll add some pepper on just one of them. I know some kids will have veggies, others will not. Then I'm gonna take my soft tofu again, and again, it's just like mozzarella cheese. I'm just gonna kind of crumble it over top. And if I tell them it's like a cheese, then they won't even know. Just mozzarella cheese, perfect. And then let's top it off with some nutritional yeast so it kind of tastes like cheese, and some oregano. Perfect. And we'll put that in the oven for 5 minutes. Just in time to take out our bruschetta pizza. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Oh, this looks awesome. Put in the kids' pizzas. I made pizza, it's done.
Those are not pizzas.
They are pizzas. They're little mini pizzas. What do you think, Emmy? And you like avocados too, huh? You want that on your pizza? Kids, that balsamic glaze is everything. It is so good. You have sauce all over your face. If you like these recipes, I know you will love my other quick and easy delicious vegan meals, so make sure to check those out as well.